Hi everyone, welcome back to Mondays with Matteo. We're live for a little bit. We've missed being live with you guys. So anyway, thanks for joining us. This is, I'm Annette and my son Matteo, who is 14 for a couple more weeks, autistic, and communicates via this letter board by pointing to one letter at a time. I do. T-E-L, tell. T-H-E, tell them. You about L?
College.
Tell them about Luther College. Okay. So recently we were on a speaking tour through the Midwest and went to my alma mater, Luther College in Decorah, Iowa. It's a very special place, holds a special place in my heart, and I think in Matteo's heart now as well. So we spoke to 2 classrooms of students earlier in the day, and then we got to go visit the Nordic choir rehearsal. And a young man named Josh met us in the student union while we were having lunch and invited Matteo to sit in the bass section with him during the rehearsal. So it was really a special experience for all of us, really. The choir is so beautiful. All the music at Luther is so beautiful. So anyway, on the airplane home from the Midwest, Matteo wrote a couple messages that we wanted to include in this video. So I'm going to read them for you, what he wrote with this method on the airplane. It says, "Please hear my story, not as a tale of my adventure, but as an experience every human should get to have during their life here on this earth. Hearing with your heart. Thump, thump, thump. It beats as steadily as a springtime rain. It does so as naturally as we breathe in and out. Reliable, constant heartbeats keep our bodily vessels alive and assure us moments, one after another, here on earth. Steadiness is a gift we often forget about day to day, and it takes that unsteadiness to attract our attention and remind us that we are alive
and full of living vibration.
And full of living vibrations. I was recently reminded of this one windy day early in October on the campus of
Luther College.
So special is this place that my heart
Was singing all day.
was singing all day. As I spoke to 2 classes of students, I felt their excitement and eagerness to learn about the secret wonders of being autistic. In their backpacks, it did not remain, but rather they wore it on their faces and carried it in their hearts. I felt it and saw the
beautiful colors of appreciate
of
activities.
beautiful colors of acceptance and respect for a life led differently than most. Then God brought me a man angel as I ate in the union. His name is Josh. So vibrant was his energy that I would have followed him anywhere, and I did. During the Nordic choir rehearsal, I followed him right into the bass section, and this is what happened next. Slow, deep vibrations surrounded my body as the basses practiced alone. My heartbeat sped up as each note escaped from those around me. Then the whole choir sang together, yet those deep vibrations held me anchored to the core of the earth. I was safe and secure more than I have felt in recent months. As I rejoined Mom and Ann as an observer, I returned to my chair much more than that.
I was now part of them and their beautiful music.
I listened to the next song with anticipation of my journey with them, as new frequencies would blend together, bounce off each other, then rest upon each other like sheets of luminous light created for those blessed enough to hear and experience them. How blessed I am to have been a recipient of their music, but even more, to have been part of it. You see, if we listen with our hearts, our vibrations blend with theirs, and love, the highest vibration we can feel as humans, is shared with the world, and it becomes a better place for us all. So I thought that was really beautiful. So just yesterday, Matteo decided to write a letter to the choir director, Dr. Andrew Last, and the members of the choir. He said, "Dear Singing Norse, I wanted to thank you for the most thrilling musical experience I've had in all my 14 years. Hearing your music and that of all Luther musical organizations over the past few years has been so special to my system. But last Wednesday, I was part of your music, and that was an entirely different thrill. Listening and allowing the vibrations to enter your human vessel is quite an energetic treat, and then allowing them to penetrate your emotions becomes a decision we each get to make. But when I sat amidst those vibrations, the decision was no longer mine. My humanness craves those frequencies, and I was transported to a place of serenity and peace, a place too often out of my reach as an autistic. Your voices that day wrapped around me, and I felt as swaddled as
a newborn baby.
A newborn baby. Do you know the power and grace you possess? One voice can sure deliver a beautiful message by itself, but many voices delivering the same message as a collective is exponentially that much more powerful, and the penetration is deeper. A peaceful, cuddly blanket is composed not from one single thread, but from many. Please know how your collective voice impacted my world. As I replay the recordings my mom made, I get to revisit that same place where I felt peace, and it will always be there when I need it. It is God's gift to me through you. Soli Deo Gloria, your Luther College musical groupie, Matteo Musso.